They're not enough words to describe the kind of enigmatic, magnetic and charismatic personality he is. Hi, this is Gaurang from ZoomTV.com and I have with me Shah Rukh Khan.
Thank you, Gaurang, and thank you for having me on your show.
So, first of all, I saw that trailer and it's like we all knew that you were going to play this vertically challenged man. And first thing that struck me was not, many actors will agree to that. And there were, these social media chatters and all that stuff. He's a superstar and he's this guy. Why is he playing this, small guy? And there was apprehension on people's part. Of course, 90% of that went away as soon as they saw the trailer. But while making it, was it something, or when the script came to you, did you actually thought about it?
No, I don't think so. I felt anything because, I normally depend upon people who are making the film. And if they have a vision, I'm just the medium for that vision. And I should get excited by that vision, and I hope I can deliver that vision to the audience. I'm the only communication between the director, writer, and the audience. If they are convinced, I'm convinced. Of course, the technicality behind it and all, maybe we were not fully aware of it. But filmmaking is about making a dream. So you can dream big or you can dream extremely small. It's exactly as interesting. So this is like I keep saying, it's a story of a small man come with a big heart and try and get in touch with his feelings or the feelings of the other characters in the film. But no, I wasn't worried at all. I've always, for 25 years, tried to push the boundary as far as I'm concerned as an actor, physically, sometimes emotionally, mentally. And this is one step in that direction. And I think the confidence emanates from the director and the writer always, that look, we can pull it off. And yes, I know. Before we took out the trailer, we were, I think, sitting in America, Huntsville, Orlando. And the first teaser was to come out. And I do remember, I think the office released it an hour before we expected it to. And we were all sitting and we were apprehensive that, a lot of people have a vision of what I look like, what will be nice. My own brother-in-law said, "Yaar, mujhe nahi pasand aayega tu aisa yaar, tu tere six pack वगैरह क्या tough लगता है, tu क्यों कर रहा है ऐसा?" So for me it was exciting, that to do something new and then hope that people find that newness interesting. So yeah, like you said, then we got the call back and we were to take a shot. And we had permissions, but we got so happy, we said, "Chalo yaar, pack up karte, let's just sit down and party." That everybody seemed
reaction,
like,
response, yeah. So it's funny you say that, from last 25-30 years, you have been pushing the boundary, because I remember you started as a, in a sort of slice of life film with Deewana and then Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman, which is underrated. And then you played this antagonist, and then you were one of the first actors to be the producer, to become a producer. Then you did warrior movie, you did a superhero movie, you did all that stuff, and you played your own fan, and then you're playing Bahua. But at the end, this tag of King of Romance, that sticks with you. So it sort of trivializes all that you have done. So does it ever bother you?
I think, I'll have to extend it now and believe it. There could be a time, because the other day I was sitting with Aditya Chopra some months back, a year back maybe. And he said, actually Shah, tu ne sirf 4 romantic films ki. You've not done more than that. I've done 70 films. But I guess they were strong, cinematic achievements by the directors, by the writers, and me being a part of that too. So it has come to be compartmentalized at that. But I think I have to now extend it. I'm old enough to accept what name I'm called by, while knowing who I am, even if the name doesn't suit. But I would like to extend it and say, okay, the King of Romance is the romance with the audience. That's why I'm the King of Romance. It's not with one of the wonderful ladies only, or that I'm only doing a love story. It's a romance with the audience, and like in a regular romance, sometimes it's very beautiful, sometimes it's not as good, sometimes it's there are little fights, and sometimes it's just blissful. So I think I have to think of it like this. They call me the King of Romance because I'm romancing the audience for so many years.
That's great. So there's one more thing, like I mentioned, all these roles, like variety of roles you have done. So you have always been a risk taker. Most of the time it has worked, sometimes it hasn't worked that well. Then what drives you? For example, you did this warrior film, like now people are making all these, warrior movies, Bahubali, and not to compare, but just the context of it. You did it back in 2001. And so how do you look at all that?
I'm a theatre actor. I like the theatrics of telling a story in different settings, whether it's a period, whether it's a vertically challenged person, whether it's Ravan. See, Gaurang, there set parameters of commercial cinema. So those are given tropes. Those things you have to do. I cannot lie to myself and say, oh, I'll just go away from it, because people expect, before I knew it, I became a star. And before I know it, there is a certain trapping that comes with a star. Should I be ill at ease with it? I'll still try my offbeat film and do a Paheli, or I'll do an Ahsoka. But more or less, people, when I do that couple of films or one film, people want to come and see it as an event film. Within that parameter, can I bring in something new, you know? So all these, right in the beginning, I tried all these things. Sometimes they work, like you said, sometimes they didn't work at all. But it drives me that can I get that combination of Chak De again? Not that I was making the film as a combination, it just happened. And that's what I realized very soon, that you can't set out to make within a parameter another parameter. It just happens. You just need to keep trying. And many times you fail. And that also is like, okay, so somewhere this was too off. I don't even analyze it. I don't even realize, like, you know, I don't sit down and think, why did fan not do what we thought it would? In terms of people liking it, not the monies. It was always meant to be a small film. You can't spend your time on it. You just feel something didn't stick. Something didn't connect. And connection is intangible. Like in The Lion fan, the connection भी ना बड़ी अजीब सी चीज़, कमाल की चीज़ है, किसी से भी हो सकता है, हो गया तो हो गया, नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ. So I think films are like that, you know, they sometimes connect. You can't hold anybody, audience first, or anyone responsible for its failure. You just have to assume ये connect नहीं हुआ है. Like it's really like a connection.
You know, not because you're sitting here, but I really didn't understand why fan didn't work, because I was like, there was this connection I felt with
I think there was a mistake, you know, which we thought in retrospect. I didn't. Adi called me up and Manish. Maybe this whole point of saying, sorry Kede, I think that became too small a reason for the film to go to that level. For the star to not say it, छोटी सी बात थी यार, कह देता. For the fan to take it so seriously. For example, I was just thinking, if he said sorry, film खत्म हो जाती थी. So I think we should not have introduced that angle. We should have just introduced the angle that the fan was disturbed, that his star did not respect him and just wants to be mean to him. That sorry bit should not have been in the film, because it reached a very strange level even in the end, and we thought it was very real. That, you know, a Delhi wala star like me, so मेरे बच्चों को आके परेशान किया, साला sorry नहीं बोलता, मैं नहीं बोलता sorry. You know, it could be a fitur like that, but I guess in retrospect it feels like this. But yeah, it was a little sad, not a little sad, very sad that fan didn't make house in everybody's heart.
I'm sure it was equally sad for your fans, and you know, so talking about Zero, there is this, what I really like about the trailer and the, you know, the promotional material, and is that it treats that fine line. There is this balance of, you know, old world charm in it, like we were discussing about the merit you have created, and then there is technology part also there as well. So was it the conscious decision that, you know, I have to?
No, I truly believe here that, you know, sometimes even to create the old world charm, not just a historical, I think what you require is a lot of technology, you know. So if you are shooting a sequence or a lot of sequence in Meerut, in Ghantaghar, sometimes it's not possible, especially with a character who has to become shorter in stature, to go and shoot in real time. So you have to create it. So people won't even notice this, but this is all created. You know, it's not just Bawa who's been created. I think technology is extremely essential for Indian cinema to go forward in every which way. Also, technology has to enhance storytelling. Otherwise, storytelling may become a little static as the years go by. And then third, the newer audience that is coming in, the younger kids, they are exposed to a certain degree of finesse in cinema, sound-wise, visually. I think we cannot cheat with our audience and say, listen, India mein aisa hi theek hai. You know, you have to give them the best visual cinematic experience, because people have access to it from all across the world every day.
So, you know, I was chatting with Katrina yesterday, and so when I asked her about, because she's working with you and Salman and Amir in back-to-back films, so I asked her, you know, the one actor who intimidated you among the Khans, and she named you. So what do you have to say on that?
Now she won't tell you. Now she'll tell you that she actually bullies me and treats me badly. Although she's taller, so she just hugs me and look at me. How can I intimidate anyone?
It's amazing poster.
So no, maybe because I'm very shy, and reticent, and I don't open up to people. I'm very quiet in personal life. So maybe she felt, you know, when she joined Jab Tak Hai Jaan, and also that was like my home ground. Yash Chopra, Adi, and everyone. So maybe she just felt, I'm out of space and out of place, but I think she should not have, because I think after 5-6 days we were hanging together, playing Scrabble and going out for dinners and partying a lot. We had lots of fun in London in Jab Tak Hai Jaan. So I don't think, she does. When I get angry with her, I'm sure she gets scared, because I normally don't get angry. So, but she's close enough for me to get angry with her.
So there was also this chatter about, on social media, even Anand L. Rai, he came out and he talked about it, was the presence of Sridevi in it, in the movie. So was there an added pressure to you, to give her a fitting tribute, the legendary?
See, that sequence is actually not a long sequence. It's not in any which way, it's not an item, the presence, honestly. And it's wrong to even kind of feel, oh, it's a privilege to have had her in the film, because, just a loss is so great. And I hope, wherever she is, she makes the world happy that she's done. But having said that, it is, I kind of started my career when I came and did army with her. And then she's no more, and I have a little scene with her. So it's heartening that way. Though obviously, having said that, I wish she hadn't passed away. None of us wishes. I mean, we wish she was alive, and it would have been nicer. And now that you mention it, I'm just thinking, if we have a trial for the film, she would have been the first person I would have called. So it's a little sad. I really wish her children and her husband and her whole family very well.
So finally, there was this one picture you uploaded recently of your daughter Suhana and her play and about Juliet, that went viral, and it was, even a person is, as serious as they are, it was an awe moment for them. So how was that, the performance? And
well, it was very nice. I flew in only for 2 hours because I was working, and I landed at 6:30, saw the play at 8:30, took the flight back and came back. She's always had this inclination to be an actor, and these are her learning years, because I think she should do theatre for next 3, 4, 5 years, as long as she wishes to hone up the craft. So, when she was in Mumbai, she did a couple of plays, Tempest and some other modern plays. And then now to go to London and then do Romeo and Juliet as Juliet is a very big thing. Yeah.
I saw that poster, that was amazing.
Yeah, so it's really nice, great production. It's a college called Ardingly, where theatre is really encouraged. Before that, I think there was a musical and she doesn't sing so well, maybe. So she hadn't got the best part, and she was always hoping she'd get a best part. So this year they didn't do a musical and she got the main part. So she was really, really happy, and I think she performed very well. Not only her, everyone did. So for me it was, you go and see Shakespeare in England, in Sussex, with your daughter playing Juliet. I mean, you can't have a bigger moment of, for an actor, nothing greater than that, really.
That's amazing. Well, like I mentioned, the trailer of Zero has done the trick, and the song, especially Mere Naam Tu, it's in my playlist, it's on loop. And so we are looking forward to the movie, we're looking forward to your character of Bahua Singh. So fine, one more thing about the name, Bahua Singh. So was it always in the script, or how did that?
From day one, I think the only name we changed is Katrina's in the film, Babita. Anushka was always Afia, and my character was always called Bahua Singh.
So did you ever think after playing Rahul, Raj and all that stuff, you will be called Bahua in a movie?
I don't know, you can call me by any other name as long as you're kissing me. So it doesn't make a difference. See, as Raj and Rahul, Raj and Rahul, I never got kissed. So it's maybe Bahua's the one.
Well, thank you so much. That's it from my side. It was great chatting with you. And Zero is releasing on December 21. Do watch it.